Scales in engineering drawing. Scales generally used for engineering drawing are reducing scale, enlarging scale, and full size scales. When drawings are drawn smaller than the actual size of the object, then the scale used is said to be reducing scale, as we see in case of bridges, large machines, and geographical maps. Whereas some small objects such as wristwatch and electronic chip cannot be drawn to the actual size in the drawing sheets. So, enlarging scale is used for such objects to read the detail involved in the object. And when drawings are drawn to the same size of the object are called full size scales. Representative fraction. The ratio of length of drawing to the actual length of object is called representative fraction, which is given by the ratio of length of the drawing to the actual length of object. The value of representative fraction for different scales is mentioned below. Scales used in engineering practice are plane scale, diagonal scale, comparative scale, vernier scale, and scale of chords. A plane scale consists of a line divided into a suitable number of equal parts or units, the first part of which is subdivided into smaller parts. Plane scale can be used to measure only two units, such as decimeter and centimeter, or centimeter and millimeter, etc. We will practice today plane scale. For this, we take a question. Construct a scale of 1:4 to show centimeters and long enough to measure 5 decimeters. Also measure 3.5 decimeter. So first we need to determine length of the scale, which is representative factor multiplied by maximum length, that is equal to 1/4, which is given in the question, multiplied by the maximum length, that is 5 decimeter. Since 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeter, that will give 12.5 centimeter length of scale. So constructing a plane scale, we start with the length of scale, that is 12.5 centimeter. Take a width of 1 centimeter. We need to draw the scale which would measure 5 decimeter. For that, we will divide this line into 5 equal parts. Let us take 5 parts after every 2.5 centimeters. Name these points. Mark 0 at the end of first division and 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end of each subsequent division to its right. Here the first part will represent centimeters and these 4 parts will represent decimeters. For this, we divide the first division into 10 equal subdivisions, each representing 1 centimeter. Divide the width into half. And draw vertical lines from each point. Now we divide the first division into 10 equal subdivisions. Mark 10 equidistant points on this line. Now connect the last division with the end point and draw parallel lines from each point. Now we can draw vertical lines from these points to get the centimeter marks. So we can mark centimeter 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark it as 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can note these. The first division will represent centimeters and the remaining 4 divisions will represent decimeters, giving dimension as asked in question 3.5 decimeter. Measuring from 0 to the right hand side 1, 2, 3, that is 3 decimeter, and measuring from 0 to the left hand side, that is centimeter. So we need 0.5 decimeter, that is equal to 5 centimeter. So on the left hand side 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will give 0.5 decimeter, that is 5 centimeter.